What's up, YouTubes? Mountain Man Magic, and this video is just going to be a personal update video about why I haven't been posting videos, and hopefully that's changing here today, but just want to kind of fill you in with what has happened to me the last 3-4 weeks. Let's get into it. Long story short, I'm on crutches because I managed to fully tear my Achilles tendon. So I'll give you the story to it, but I just want to let you know where we're ending up. I was on vacation, me and the fiance and a really good friend of mine that I met studying abroad. We planned this 2-week road trip in Australia, and it was great. You just wanted to plan as much as we could. So we drove a lot. It was around 2,000 miles. I mean, we were just trying to do any and everything we could while we were there. And the last day, spent the last couple days in Sydney, but the last day we wanted to play basketball because that's what me and my buddy do. And I was playing. We'd been playing for like an hour and a half, and I hadn't been playing basketball for a while. So I was definitely, probably beyond the stress points that my body was used to, whatever that means. And I was jumping up for a ball, pretty easy steal. And when I jumped, it felt like I got shot, like punched, kicked, boom, right in the back of the leg. And I went down, and it was really painful, not excited. It sucked. It was all bad. Get an Uber to the hospital. The ER experience in Australia was actually fairly nice. Saw a doctor. They did an ultrasound. They showed me how it was only partially torn, which was good news because it meant I could fly home. I got some crutches and a boot, and out the door, it only cost me, it was like just over $100 US, which was pretty impressive. That would definitely not happen in the States. Anyway, the next day I can fly home, which is great, but sitting on a plane for like 14 hours and then 4 hours and then an hour and all the layovers and stuff, it was like 27 hours of total travel with flights and layovers, and my feet were hurting. My foot was just killing me. It was, I couldn't sleep. The planes were all packed. They couldn't really accommodate me, which of course is, just happens. And eventually get home Saturday. I lay around all day Sunday. I go to work Monday because that I had planned to hopefully try and get in with my primary care physician. I was able to get an appointment in there where I met with an NP. She checked me out, kind of gave me some advice that we could probably get away without surgery, but I should at least go to physical therapy, see what they think, and then maybe end up going to see a specialist, just kind of see what happens. But with a partial tear, typically you're on the fence. Surgery, no surgery, depending on how bad it is and what you're trying to get back to, that kind of thing. I went to physical therapy Tuesday, the next day, and my physical therapist, his gut reaction was, we can get away without surgery. I was like, okay, great. I'm all about that. If I can avoid surgery, let's do it, because, it's just good to not have to get cut open and all that awesome stuff. And I don't mind being patient on the recovery process plan. But as I'm leaving physical therapy, I have to crutch by the Orthopedic Specialist, and I figure I might as well just go set up an appointment with them just to see their thoughts. So I go in there, get the appointment set up, but I can't meet with them until next Thursday, so like 10 days, give or take. And just in the meantime, I would just basically either work from home or go to work for as long as I could, come home, get my foot elevated, ice it, I can't put any weight on it, and just hobble around, crutch around wherever I need to go. Thank God my fiance's an awesome caretaker, so thank you very much for that. Thursday comes around, which was now like 5 days ago as of this video. I go in there. They're a little like hesitant because they start evaluating me and they start poking around, and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't hurt. And they're like, well, let me get the surgeon in here and they'll scope you out. She's evaluating, kind of pressing along my Achilles, or where my Achilles is supposed to be. She's like, oh, well, here it is. There's a clear divot. That's where it's retracted. You need to get an ultrasound to make sure you don't have a blood clot, and then get an MRI to make sure, to be able to validate the extent of the damage. So I get the ultrasound. Luckily, they were able to squeeze me in like right away. No blood clots, and thank God for that. That was awesome. And then had to get an MRI. Get the MRI. Wasn't super comfortable just having to sit there while they, do the thing. MRIs take a long time in case you haven't gotten one. Get the MRI. I don't even look at the voicemail because I'm at work just trying to catch up with all the work that I'd missed while I was out. And I had to see the transcription of full rupture, 4.3 centimeters, like a good gap in my Achilles. And the bone, like the silver lining though is, thank God it wasn't torn at the heel, so they didn't have to like anchor anything in. But they got me on the schedule. So I had my appointment Thursday. Friday morning, they scheduled the surgery. I got up, went in, got surgery Friday morning. Everything went good. The surgeon said it went as expected, which I'm assuming means good. She didn't have any concerns about long term. Hopefully everything can just heal, and from here on out, it's all on the up and up. But that's just kind of where I've been the last few weeks. Just trying to recover and figure out like what is my plan, because I was really hoping, based on the earlier opinions I heard, that my Achilles wasn't fully torn and I could get away without surgery, and then come to find out it's the exact opposite of that. It's a full tear, terrible tear. It was all kinds of messed up. So that's, really frustrating on one hand, but on the other hand, I'm just happy to have gotten the surgery and for it to have gone well, and God willing, everything just heal and be good to go from here on out. So to the channel, I'm going to be trying to do some catch up because I've got a lot of video ideas that I want to do. I've got a lot of videos that I just want to make, but it's really hard for me to sit up because I got to keep my foot elevated. And as you can tell, I'm probably out of breath way more in this video than I want to be. But I'm going to start making those videos. Hopefully this next week or two, I can do some catch up. I'm also going to try and do some draft videos. I don't currently own a computer that can stream or screen capture videos, but I do have a friend that let me borrow his computer for this week, so I'm gonna try and get a few videos recorded this week, and keep an eye out for that. I also just want to say I do have a Patreon, which I'll link below. I updated it. If you do enjoy this channel, if you want to help me make content, especially now since I got nothing but time, I'd really appreciate you checking that out. Let me know what you think. If there's something else in there that would maybe interest you in being a Patreon or being a patron that I should add to my Patreon account, please let me know. I'm always open to feedback. So that's kind of it for this video. That's my personal update. Thank God everything seems to be going in the right direction now, but we got a long, long road to recovery. You can look up Achilles repair healing times, but my fingers crossed. I got my wedding in 4 months. I'm going to be completely not weight bearing for at least the next 12 weeks, so 3 months. So I got, give or take, a month to where I can hopefully walk like a normal person. Oh, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's a little scary. Kind of resets you and gets you to focus on what's important and reminds you what you do have to be grateful for and thankful for. And all in all, I'm just happy to be here because it could always be worse, and just thankful that stuff from here on out appears to be looking up. So thank you all for watching this. Thank you all for checking out the channel. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.